That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tucked into it like I burrito rolled myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you ain't go get it this
bitch, you gonna take it this time, right?
You got to pull hard. Woo!
Welcome to another episode of More to Discuss. I'm your host, Numb Flyer, here with my daughter and beautiful co-host, the toe.
Toe host.
I mean, you know the words flipped around. Sometimes it happens.
The toe co-host. You know what I'm saying? It's your girl.
No, man, it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been a hot minute. Yes. How have you been?
I have been great, actually. Work, school, trying to get back to myself. I've been reading this new book, so I'm mentally healing. Just shedding back the layers, man. Doing the work.
Hey, that's all that matters. Doing the work. The work is being done.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's all that counts. Yeah, man, it's been a nice couple of weeks. Summer's been summering. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hot as hell out here. I heard you went through I didn't hear you tell me. You went through a young storm. You know
yeah. It's hurricane, tornado, whatever, natural disaster season out here. So that's been a thing for sure.
That's a crazy thought for summer weather out here. Rain and shit. Not in California.
Yeah, that's lucky.
It's just been hot as hell out here. Like we sitting on 107 right now.
107?
Yeah, right now. Right this instant.
Like 107 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. That is hot. That is hottest. Right now, it's probably about a good 80 something right now. It was 95 earlier.
Can only wish upon that type of grace.
I think it's crazy
when it comes to the heat.
Because out here, that's too hot. I was outside with my damn beach umbrella trying to use the blue rays to block some of that damn sun.
Oh, yeah.
So
you'll see a lot of umbrellas out here, sun umbrellas out here, man. Motherfuckers is running from that sun, running from them UVs for mofo.
Yeah, I mean, ever since they changed the sun out, you gotta watch it though.
Ever since they changed it out to what? Made it hotter sun. Enter the hotter sun.
They made a little deal with some folks and did some things. And
Hey, so you know what else is hot though? We gonna start off with your girl Cardi B and her pregnancy.
Ooh, my baby pregnant again, my baby.
And I'm sure you called out, or we called out. We was looking at something, and it was like, is she pregnant?
Bro, I knew. Here's my thing.
But didn't she just do a performance?
Every person, yeah, but she wasn't showing it.
Yeah, she was showing. She was.
It wasn't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like full baby. But every person in the industry that I personally enjoy, every time they've been pregnant, I've called it. And everybody's like, Kylie not pregnant. Whole time came out pregnant with her son. I knew it. Cardi B this time. Cardi not pregnant. Whole time called it. I call everybody's pregnancy. People be like, you don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. It's something about me and pregnancy and famous people. I know.
See, I kind of seen it on last little performance I seen her in. I want to say it was a clip from an award show, some shit like that. And yeah, man, she was showing. I was like, nigga, she pregnant, like for real, like and they're about to get and a whole little divorce rumors was going around. But I seen a divorce shit happen.
No, it was confirmed. That girl got a lawyer and everything.
I seen
that thing is happening.
I seen that happen. Yeah, I know now. I'm saying back when I seen her on whatever the hell she was on. But I seen a divorce happening, man. Like I knew that wasn't gonna work out. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Why?
So for me, it's basically the industry, like the lifestyle that they live, right? Rumors gonna happen. whether they true or not. 9 times out of 10 is gonna be on the dude. The other times it's gonna be on the woman. But
Yeah.
either way, it go being in the limelight, being a celebrity, um, it's like a crutch to a relationship almost, unless the people who's in that relationship are mentally strong mofos and have genuine love for each other, not just infatuational type. It's there for a minute, gone the next type of love for each other, right? So I never felt that with them. Like it ain't in my place to feel it. Like I'm not no counselor, but I was not, never let that relationship was like, yeah, that's gonna be one of them ones. Like never,
Yeah.
never.
Well, I did. Okay, so at one point, I want to say, mm, it was probably like a year or two ago. They were doing really, really good, and I was thinking like, oh my god, okay, maybe he is there doing his shit. Maybe he gonna be a good husband and respect her in the limelight, and. And then, of course, my allegations, more stuff started happening. It's like, come on, Offset. Come on. Now that everybody talking about Cardi supposedly got a new boo too. It's just a whole bunch of just. This is why
Shenanigans, right?
people should wait to get married. Everybody's so ready to enforce you to get married. I think that like take your time and know your person before you make that step because now y'all gotta go through the courts to get divorced, alimony, and child supports, and all the things down the line when y'all could have just really just rocked it out. And then if that grew out of that, then y'all could have just separated and had an equal agreement upon things.
See, I believe that especially when it comes to celebrities, you should either A, keep your business to yourself, just operate as normal as a job. I'm not gonna be out here. And if I am, it's for some promo. And I'm right
Right.
about like you ain't finna just catch me out. I'm not finna be at no club with no bitches on my lap. You're not gonna catch me in fucking Four Aces or fucking Blue Flame or none of that bullshit because I'm married and I don't need to have anything that my wife can be like or anybody to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like if you in
Because
that type
all
of
the stuff is
relationship,
being used in court. Like,
especially if you're a celebrity, because all eyes on you, pretty much all the goddamn time, right? So when it comes to celebrities, I just believe that if y'all gonna be together, y'all should keep that private, like or when y'all retire, decide to retire and leave that type of shit alone and just concentrate on investments and business and shit like that. And ain't nobody rapping up, producing, or popping up, doing features and none of that bullshit to where you got to show up at clubs, do none of that shit or go into none of that shit. It's the only time you should get married because being a celebrity, especially a rapper, take up a lot of time and a lot of space and a lot of energy that, and both of them are in a situation. So I'm sure both of them felt like, you know, they were in their spouses were in inappropriate situations just based off of looks, even if it wasn't right, just based on the situation that they in, based on
yeah, it's like, why are you
the
putting yourself in positions where people could speculate or even like
right.
possibly say like you're doing these things? I don't know. I also feel like,
Which I think,
stupid.
which I think as a rapper is hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the
Yeah,
kind of rap that they do.
everybody
It's
on
not like
you.
they do.
Everybody on you.
It's not like they the MC Hammer, Will Smith. Like you know what I'm saying? You get up there, a bunch of dancers, y'all do y'all business, going your way, or you rap about cool shit, ain't all types of ass shaking and half naked women in your videos. Do your business and you go about your way. They don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what that type of rap is.
If I
It
could get back,
entails your wife shaking her ass on videos. It entails
I was
you
gonna
rubbing
say
up against
like with
video
I feel like
bras.
with them, it could have worked a little bit more if like a little bit more stuff was done together.
I don't
Like
think it built. You still got to do shit apart though.
no, 110%. But I feel like when it comes to like videos and speculations that he messed with this dancer doing that, like your wife is one of the biggest booty bitches out here that twerk her ass more than any fucking body. So with that
You know,
understanding,
one of the ambassadors of the hot girl summer, nigga. One of the
that's
reigning
what I'm
hot girl summer
saying.
queens.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like more of that should have been incorporated within their brand together, and I feel like it would have probably quieted just a little bit more. But because he was doing a lot of stuff like with other vixens and different stuff like that, it gave people the space to try to like use that speculation for the
Right.
worst.
Right. but that again, that's what they put themselves in that situation because of the
But then again, that's what they put themselves.
the careers that they've chosen. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying?
and I also think that like Cardi B, that's what I was about to say. I also think that like Cardi B within the industry that they are in together, I really think that personally, I think that she should have a bit of a tougher skin, like when it comes to certain shit, because it's like you know who your nigga is. You know what I'm saying? He's part of a group that at this point is legendary. You know what I'm saying? They done lost somebody that made them even more legendary. Like he's a part of some static in real time. So it's like you know what he got going on. So why would you even feed into it? Regardless, I don't know if she did or if she didn't. If that's the reason, if they really just grew apart or whatever. But it's just like you gotta have a tougher skin as well on your forefront. Like it's inevitable. You're a female rapper. He's a male rapper. Like they gonna try everything really to get y'all against each other. So then y'all came together, and then it's always been a back and forth. It's like that's not how that was supposed to happen. Like I think they should have branded their relationship if they was gonna do it like that in a different way.
You said something that I wanted to touch on right quick. I also want to shout out to my boy Quavo. He done lost his brother.
Cousin,
Uh,
uncle,
cause one of them, his partner, regardless,
yeah,
i.e. the group, and now his family. Um, he was on a post or a live earlier where he looked like he was unbothered. That's typical for a nigga, especially in situations like that. But whatever friends that nigga got, need to check on him. Go have a beer with that nigga, smoke a blunt, drink some fucking Remy or something, cause this nigga need friends now more than ever, nigga. That's for damn sure.
yeah, that shit's heavy,
That's
and
for
I feel
sure.
like
But
the
that's
world is so insensitive now. Like nobody's paying attention to the fact that like yeah, you know, it happened a while ago, did it all, but this nigga really lost somebody that he grew up with. Like this was
but I mean
somebody
just
that
the
he had
losses back to
for a
back.
long time. That's what I'm saying. That on top of that, it's like boom, boom. Everybody think that oh, just cutting the limelight. They don't see people as humans. They see people like oh, they out here getting money. Oh, they're doing this. Like no, these people still, you know, the ones that aren't clones, of course. They still have their emotions and they still have those things that need comfort in, like human interaction and friends and family. Like definitely needed.
Especially after going through a lot, or especially after going through this much, or as much as he has in the past probably 6 months or so.
Yeah,
Uh,
year.
the death of his partner was almost a year ago, but like 8 months ago or something like that. But when like at the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
yeah, somewhere around there. But yeah, man, yeah. I hope that nigga. I don't want to say rest in peace to him, but I hope that nigga heal well, man. Cause he going through it. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Yes.
And, and for the relationship or any relationship in general, man, when you say grow apart, when people get married, man, I don't think growing apart is an option.
But it
You know
is,
what I'm
and
saying?
that's why people should wait. And that right there, that stigma, that idealization, all of that, people spend fucking 60, 50, 20, 30, 40 years fucking married, unhappy because of that idealization. Oh, we can't grow apart. Oh, we have to be unity. We swore our life together. Da 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 da. No, y'all should have fucking waited. And then if y'all get down the line, let's say, you know, everybody talk shit about Chrissy and Jim Jones about how he ain't probably question how they just still together. She's just a girlfriend. But in reality, she don't watch this man change into almost every version that he's gonna be throughout his life over the past 20 years they have been together. So if she decides, okay, as me seeing you and you seeing me change and me seeing you change, if I'm still direly in love with you after all these years, okay, cool. Then I think that is something we should do. I think people should move like that. I really do.
But after 20 years, what's the point of being married at that point?
I mean, what's the point of being married in general? If you ask
The
me,
point exactly. It's so unnecessary.
it's very unnecessary. But my thing is, if
So
you're going to
unnecessary.
do it, wait and know who you're getting into this commitment with. Because once you do that, it is no longer just you and that person. It's you, that person, and the government. It's you and that person, and whoever the fuck else
Man.
you got inside
And
your
the
what.
people.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like you don't
eventually
want
y'all
that.
divorce lawyer because you feel forced to be together.
You
Fuck
know what I'm
around with
saying?
that bullshit ass
Like
title. But look,
all types of money got to get put into this shit. Shit got to get divided up. It's just so many different unnecessary things that have to take place
yeah.
when it's like y'all can have an agreement. All right, look, we did build this business together. Cool. You take this, I take that. We got
Hey, all
we're
that
at
is
the house in
paperwork.
Idaho. We got the house out here. I don't mind moving to Idaho. We got the business out there. I can run it straight from the headquarters. There's no problem to me. Like things are
All that is in
smooth,
paperwork.
but
All that is in the paperwork.
money is what make people hate each other because it's all this money.
Right.
I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that.
It's easier to build with for me personally, right? So you get married to build with people. No, you get with people to build with people. You can be
Exactly.
you like The Rock and his ex-wife. Good friends now. They running businesses together. They ain't married. The Rock got some other shit going on. She got some other shit going on. But they running the XFL together or the new USFL together. They, their production company is ran together. Like they are true and literal business partners.
Yes.
They ain't married no more. They ain't doing none of that shit. But when you build with somebody, you build with a friend, somebody you can
Already.
trust. You don't have to be laid with them or bound to them by law for the rest of your life to build with them people. That ain't how that works.
But
That's
when
not how
people
that
do
works.
that, so many things change. Like, and not for the better all the time. Like the obligations and expectations and just the bullshit that comes with the title. People don't
Mm-hmm.
really realize that it's something. I don't know what it is in the human brain, but like when you do that shit, something like flips. And there's so many different things that people expect and want to do and want you to have and all these different things. And it's like, damn, okay, well,
None of this was there before.
we exactly we was just doing this
It was
yesterday,
good.
but now it's we 2 weeks in and now you expect me to be doing da. I'm still working on myself and trying to get to that point. So don't be that person if you're not that person yet. People put themselves in positions that they're not ready for yet, and then that's when shit hits the fan, and then they fall out of love and they grow apart, and now y'all gotta go through like just stop all of that. Take your time. Like I'm a big firm believer of taking your
So
time. Like
even in that instance, right? Say you guys are the best of friends and the best couple, not married, been together for 10, 12 years.
okay,
Y'all got two, three businesses. At the start or at the inception of these businesses, we have to come to an agreement that no matter what happened between us, with
this is
us,
the biz. This is business.
this is what's going to happen. If I should die, if you should die, if we should have kids, blah, 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 blah. If we
Yep.
break up, blah, 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 blah. All of that because once you enter into a marriage, all that those rights are going to be stripped away from you once you go
Yeah,
into the
you don't
union.
have
They
a
can't
say,
take
and
it.
it gets based off of what they feel like you deserve, and based off what they feel like he deserve, and da 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 da.
And not being married also frees up your mind enough to make that money. You making that money with a partner, not with a motherfucker you got to split the shit with 50-50. You're already doing that.
It's a mindset. That's why I be trying
I
to tell
know.
people like it's really a mind fuck if you really want to be honest. Like
It
people
is.
are putting themselves in the most crazy positions mentally is because they want this image or they want this dream, and it's like if you don't already have that dream for yourself, it's not gonna come within the mirror just because you got that name or that title or that ring. That's
It's
not
never
gonna.
going to go the way you think it's
You
going to
should
go.
already have that shit popping beforehand. And
Hmm.
then like you should already be carrying your wife as your wife or your husband as your husband before they are even asking the question, doing the things.
If you love them like that, they should be treated like that regardless.
Regardless, straight up. Like I really felt that way. Like if me and my boyfriend was to get married tomorrow, I wouldn't change. Nothing would change. No expectation, no dynamic, nothing would change. Whereas people that aren't there, it causes rifts and problems because oh you my husband, oh you my wife, oh I want you to act like this, or I want you to act like that. If she wasn't a wife, why would you marry her?
Hmm. Why would
Like
you even think about marrying her? And in that fact, why
I
would you
think
be with her? If
specifically, I
you've
think
been
that's
with her
what's
all of
going
this
on.
time,
I really think that's what's going on with Offset and Cardi B right now. If you really want to, like if I could be honest with that, like I think that he's not ready to be a husband, and she's not really ready to be a wife either. She still wants to live her life, even though she does have kids. She still has things that she feels like she wants to do that people wouldn't deem wifely. Let's say that. So it's like, cause there's a different image that comes with a wife. Like I
oh
was just
yeah,
out with my friend, bro. This was my like mini skirt wearing friend. Like we lit, like barely wearing any clothes, going out to the clubs, having a good time. We recently was out shopping together, and I seen this really cute mini skirt. And I'm like, girl, like you would eat this alive. And she's like, girl, I'm a wife. I cannot wear that. Like my husband's a Muslim, and I'm like, oh fuck, you're right. Like oh shit, like it really changed. Like your whole persona really does change, and I really had to like step outside myself and like think like oh shit, like that's like she's not the same person no more on no levels.
And that is ridiculous because
It's
no title that you weren't born with that is given to you should change the person you are. If you're a leader and you become president, then continue to be a great leader. Don't be an asshole now all of a sudden because you're president.
president.
You see what I'm saying? Like a title shouldn't change the type of person you are. It should only amplify the type of person you are, right? Um, so in being married, like when you said I can't do that, my husband's Muslim, blah 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 blah. So that's different. That's religion and salvation that goes to a totally different place, plateau.
Yeah.
But even in those facts, right? You met her this way.
I met
So,
her like child free
and I'm talking
spirit.
about her husband. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's another thing too. But like, she still has like I said, a very wholesome sister. But she was always it's like me. Like we could get there, but the essence of us is still very chill and ladylike. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I guess with that, when she took on that role, I definitely seen like a flip of a switch, and not in the worst way, in the best way. I personally feel like organization, her mother's skills, her wife's skills, like she be on that shit. Like that bitch make homemade bread, all type of shit. Like she be on it. So it's like she's a great homemaker. It's just like different things that you see like just change within people, and it's like, but what if that person doesn't have those qualities, and now y'all are clashing? That
But
don't
I'm
happen.
saying, I'm saying in the terms of in appearance or how you carry yourself outside of the house. If you are someone's wife, right?
Yeah.
You're someone's wife, and your husband expects you to be a certain way. Not you, because you're you. You gonna go out here, have a good time, stay as faithful as you always have
Always
been.
been,
Do
yeah.
whatever
Like
you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Right, bam. So my thing is, um, so it's kind of weird. Well, no, not really. My thing is if you're gonna go out and you're gonna be you, the same you that I met you, because you're now my wife, why are you gonna change you? Like I'm not saying like
hmm,
I guess I'm the type of nigga that don't I'm not tripping off of
I
if I
guess it's the
met you,
difference
if I
between
met you and I was a stripper, now if I met you and you was a stripper, then I'm gonna deal with you like you a stripper. Like I'm not gonna try to change you. I'm not gonna try to do none of that shit. If I love you, I love you. That is what it is. If I trust you, I trust you. That's what it is. So if you out there taking your clothes off and getting that dough, I trust you not to let niggas fondle you and go into back rooms and you know what I'm saying, knob niggas off or have sex for money. Like I trust that this is your job.
yeah.
So I trust you to do your job as a wife
Mm.
type of shit, right? But if you're not a wife, then why would I treat you as such? You see what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
because I feel like, and now this is for like men and women. I feel like some people get with people and try to groom them in a sense to being what they want them to be. Sometimes, like, and it sucks because I see it so. Like, when I say I see it very, very often, it's so sad. Like I physically see it myself. But like, thank God I'm not in a situation like that. Like I've been able to be and evolve into who I am, and without no type of slack or anything. Like I used to be very provocative, but a lot of that changed in me. But I'm not promiscuous. I'm sorry, and a lot of that changed in me just naturally with myself. I didn't have to. It wasn't even like a thing. It just okay. I'm growing. Things are changing. Cool. And I'm very, I wear very revealing clothes. That still has not changed about me. But I don't do I don't do it for nobody else. Anything I do is for me. So it's not put off any energy as if I'm looking for attention.
So I believe that about most people. I believe, evolution is a thing, depending on how you want to take to it. I believe that a lot of people grow out of old shit and grow into new shit, attitudes, personas, the like, right? But
Yeah.
the core essence of you is still you,
Yeah.
regardless. So, of course, we getting older, people get older, they change their appearance, right? But during the time that you, or all the time that you're doing you, as your dude, your person, your husband, whatever, I'm gonna support regardless.
Yeah.
Is this what we out for sure? You know what I'm saying? A couple questions. When did this start?
Some
That's how you
people
feel it?
don't support it and they try to groom and change. And it's like, oh, I think it should
That's
be
just it though.
I
And
think
with
it should
that,
be
with
that
those
or blah, blah,
titles,
blah, blah.
people automatically change themselves with those titles because they feel that those titles have to make or they have to be a certain way when holding those titles. And that's just not true. You just have to be who you are for your person.
Yeah.
Not for the outside people, not for the images that you grew up seeing, not for what your grandparents had, not for what your mom and dad may have had, because nigga, we not them and y'all not them. And
Yeah.
y'all relationship, no matter how cookie cutter you want it to be, is going to be its own unique thing.
Yeah.
Every last one of them. So you have to take that for that, right? And true acceptance, the same acceptance as you would have with a friend, a best friend, or whatever, you have to have with your person, right? And that's total acceptance. Like, dude, all right. I mean, if this is what we're doing, then you know what I'm saying? It's up. But also your person has to, and it's all about respect, man. It's all about if you ain't getting the same type of give that you're giving, it ain't gonna work regardless what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
If
that
there
has
isn't an understanding, it ain't gonna work regardless what you got going on. Regardless. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I feel
But
that, and I solely feel that one like 110%, man. Like, again, I say I see it so much. Like people be together, they don't even really like each other. Like it's things about you that you don't like about your partner that you know you're never going to be able to like get over,
let
and yet
that
y'all
shit go.
still like stick with it or like try to stay down. And it's like, what are you staying down? You're literally wasting your golden years on some shit when you and that person might find somebody that will willing to put up with whatever you're not, and vice versa. It's a lot, and I'm
Hey,
just happy
man.
that Cardi B and Offset are go ahead and gonna go their separate ways because
Yeah, man.
it's been a
I wish
long time.
them, their family, and all the rest, all the best, right? Sliding into the topic of your president or ex-president,
Whoo!
Donald Clementine
I don't
Trump.
know that man.
I don't know if that's that nigga middle name, but it is to me. Anyway, yeah, man, this dude out here faking assassinations and tips, getting people killed. I don't understand what we gonna do with this man, man. Okay, and now this is a question I want to ask you. As a young woman with friends who are young people, how do y'all feel about the political climate? Today's political climate. Like, are y'all rushing to vote? Are y'all on some man, fuck all that type of shit? Like, what are y'all on?
I can proudly say me and most of the friends that I have are not registered to vote and don't care to. In the sense of this though, like I understand politics in the real world, right? Not in the world that they want us to lie and vote. None of that shit really matters, right? There's what we got going on out here and what's really happening behind the closed doors, behind the scenes. They're gonna make it look like your shit matter, but your shit do not matter. I know people. I could be canceled right now for saying what I'm saying, but I stand solely by it in my heart and my soul because I know what the is going on. I don't care what nobody says. So it's like this. Now, just hear me out. I'm just about to just put it to you how it is to us. You ready for this? Okay. Look,
Shoot it.
you got this felon. He already
Multiple,
he
multiple time failing at that.
been president once before, but he's a felon now. He's still in the president choice. Mind you, from what we grew up learning, you can't that's like literally one qualification that'll put you out of ever being able to even
Well,
think about
that's
it.
what we grew up thinking.
Right.
That's not an actual.
But this is what I was told as well. Nigga, if you a felon, you can't be president. Nigga, like you barely can vote, bitch. You better be happy they even let you vote. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things that but okay, so now we have a felon presidential candidate. Okay, cool. Two, this robot old nigga that's been gone for a long time, but everybody think he's still here live. Finally drops out the presidency, and then blah, we got a black woman.
I mean,
Listen, now we no just this is what we see. Now we got a black woman that's supposed to be making everything better, but she also says she's not gonna do anything that's only gonna benefit the blacks. But there's
yeah,
laws out here
because
that
you're not
only
black.
benefit. But boom, 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 exactly. Okay, boom, exactly, boom. Like I know what's really going on. So it's just like the fake assassination, the empathy, sympathy, all this shit that he building up so that he can get more people to vote for him. Him having fucking hip hop rappers at his rallies and trying to get the black votes, and then Megan Thee Stallion trying to get the girls on with Camilla. It's just like I don't. Everybody's playing a game and nobody's understanding that. Like I'm not. Y'all is a joke. I'm sorry, and I see the joke. LOL, punk, haha.
Yeah,
I don't
our,
have
our
anything to
politics,
care for it. It's a game. They
our
don't.
political climate now these days is circus like for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just don't make no sense. Like Nothing makes sense. They're not focused on the real shit that's going on. No one's talking about homelessness. No one's really worried about these fucking crazy ass climate changes. No one's worried about what the fuck is actually happening. The ocean is hot, nigga. I got into the ocean and it's not cold. No one's talking about that.
Yeah, because they
Like
ain't worried about none of that.
boom. Y'all are
All
worried
they
about
worried about is pole
so like
position.
when you really think about what's going on, no one's talking about what's important. Nigga, I come from homelessness. No one's talking about making none of that shit better. Meanwhile, everywhere it's at the all time high right now because rent is high fucking through the roof. You got people out here with 5 and 6 kids at a time living in a car because they can't afford to keep a house without having two and three, four jobs. No one's talking about these things, but y'all want us to come out here and stand in the heat that randomly got hot as fuck after the eclipse that happened in April.
I
I
mean,
want
it
us to
is
stand.
summertime though.
Nah, it's
It's
different.
summertime.
This the hottest summer. Everybody already
Yeah, I
said
mean,
that everywhere. So I know what I'm saying. Now they predicted these weathers before the weather even was a weather. This is some bullshit. I don't even know. Y'all want us to stand out here and vote and stuff like that, nigga. Give niggas houses, give niggas what they need, give niggas food stamps, give niggas nah, y'all don't want to do that stuff. Y'all worried about
reparations.
bullshit, reparations. Y'all worried y'all not doing nothing for the people. Yet y'all want the people to vote and stand and be and oh yeah, I'm for him, I'm for her. No, we're gonna keep doing what we doing and y'all keep doing what y'all doing because regardless if we vote or not, someone's still gonna win. That's the T.
Well, yeah,
Like
somebody got to win apparently.
boom, and
Um,
it's gonna happen, and they're gonna make these votes up or make it look like hella people did when hella people didn't.
so I agree a lot. Um, it's definitely comedic. Um, I'm not fond of none of the candidates. I highly urge everybody, whoever's listening, whenever y'all listen to this, seek other candidates, man. It's more than just Trump and Kamala Harris out there, bro. We got uh the Kennedy cat, we got shit. Um Another brother, I forgot his name. I was looking at the other day too. There's a few other candidates out there, man. You don't have to just deal with the clowns that they put in front of your face. Do your researching and do your finding and seeking, because I'm not hating on Kamala or whatever, but she is one of the type of people who only deal with our people when our people can benefit her.
Facts.
Um, she don't even claim us. She claims South Asian. So take that. And I'm gonna take her for a word. I'm not gonna make her black or just force her being black on people. I'm gonna let her be what she wanna be. And I urge y'all to do the same thing. Because at the end of the day, she's not here for us. She's not like us, nigga. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? She not. She absolutely is. And she can have all the AKA flags she want and talk to all the black people she need to. But at the end of the day, when she go home to her white husband, she talks shit about y'all too.
Facts.
Shit about y'all too. So know that. Know the fuck out of that. If you can't be proud to be who and what you are, we don't need you. We don't want you. We're not gonna claim you. What's the point in it? Because you don't
Nothing.
claim us.
No need because at the end of the day, claiming you and then putting you in office and you still not doing shit to benefit the culture, what is that gonna do for us?
Nothing. It'll
Like
do a
we
lot for South
still
Asians though.
we
They
still
probably
ain't
get
getting
more
no.
protections and
Here we
shit.
go with this one. We still ain't getting no black jobs out here. That's
No, no,
worth
no,
the
man.
pay.
She gonna get in the office and let more of her people in this bitch. Pass out
And that's what I'm
more
saying.
loans to
I don't.
Indians and South Asians and shit. That's
I'm
what
not
she
with
gonna
it.
do. Neither of them motherfuckers
And
will do it
granted,
for
there's
us.
the United States supposed to be like the most diverse, blah blah bullshit, bullshit. However, I just do feel like there's a totem pole, and niggas is starting to realize that we are a lot higher on it than it has been displayed to
Yeah,
us.
man, we moved the nation, and that's what
And
people don't understand.
and a lot of people are waking up to that, and I've been noticing that a lot of people are waking up to that understanding, and I appreciate that because I feel like there's definitely a whole new wave, a whole new revolution, and through this like retrograde that we about to go through, this new moon and all this stuff coming up with this Lionsgate portal, like everybody has the ability to move in a forward shift. We don't gotta stay stagnant and be whatever everybody has already painted us or plastered us to be. No, we can sit in the same rooms as Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Jay Z, Beyonce, every person that everybody idolizes and looks up to. We can be in those exact same rooms, but it's about realizing who we really are. And I feel like as a collective, if niggas do that, Wakanda, like, what's up?
Yeah, it got to be a lot of mental reassessment for us to make it to Wakanda levels. Primarily because it's too much dog eat dog, crab in the barrel mentality when it comes to us and our people.
No, and it is, and it's holding us back so much. Like, oh,
We have a lot of examples of people coming together and making wonderful shit happen. Um, I urge that, especially our people, we look into each other, man, and really find the love for us that we had, when we were tribal, when we were on our shit.
yeah,
That shit still exists, bro. Like they gave us a lot of trauma, uh, a lot of past trauma DNA through slavery and all the bullshit we had to go through, and our ancestors had to go through. Um, but the love for us is still in there. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta get with that shit and apply it. Uh, Start targeting us for everything, not just some things. All that it's not for us, it's for everybody. Fuck all that. They'll get theirs. You know what I'm saying?
but
But
they
we
always
gotta focus
do.
on us
But
getting on.
who be left out in the air to dry? We do. Like niggas
Right.
always get theirs while we're sitting back. Like, okay, we here too.
Or niggas are so quick to accept everybody getting theirs without us getting ours. Like they'll get a little bit for them, but then be like, oh well shit, you can come and have some too, but it ain't us. When it
It
comes to
ain't
us, like, hold on, nigga, hold up. Wait, I gotta see if
wait
I
a
can
minute.
support
I gotta see if it's
that.
support. Hold on. Hold on. Why we gotta wait?
Exactly. Especially when you're dealing with us, bro. Like we should be in front of that nigga. What are you talking about? What are we doing here? Oh no, hold on though, man. It's, what's that shit called? Not apartheid. Why I always want to say apartheid. God damn. Well, you gotta force or you're forced to accept other races in your shit. Oh, that shit is a thing in the past anyway. So motherfuckers not in a position to really do for themselves without guilt, nigga. You can do for your people guilt free now, nigga. Like, nigga, they do it. That's why I'm glad the nigga LeBron got Bronny in the motherfucking NBA. Fuck that, nigga. They do that shit all the time. If I
All
had
the time. That's
16
how
kids and I
no.
had action at getting in the air last one of them,
That's
I'd
how
be
Trump
big
even
up to that
got
nigga
into
Lamar
the
Ball.
positions. That's how Trump even got into the positions that he was in, just to forget what to put himself in the position that he is today.
Nigga,
Nigga,
Bill Belichick,
the
son.
folks knew he was putting rooms, getting fucking internships for shit he ain't even have no knowledge on. That's how he was getting experience. Like, bro, they do it all the time for
Mm-hmm.
everything. I literally, for prime example, where I work at, right? The people that I, service, they aren't the best to work for anybody city or anybody state. But because of who this person's daddy is, this bitch got a whole job with the state.
Mm-hmm.
Gon' pop dirty every test, but still got her job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How is that a thing?
That's who you know, man.
That's what they
Nepotism is a beautiful
do.
thing.
That's what they do. So it's like, like you said, I'm happy LeBron do that shit too because it just showed nigga it ain't just y'all being able to pull strings. I could pull strings too and make
Man,
it happen for my family and my kids as well.
man,
Yeah. Yeah.
man. And you better hope I don't got a nephew around this motherfucker know where that ball. I'm
Yeah.
bringing
Tight.
that nigga in too.
Yeah. Yeah. Get
You
many
better
opportunities
hope,
as
nigga.
you can. Get as many
Yeah,
opportunities as you can.
I'm with all that. I'm with all that for sure. Cause they do it. We gotta do it. And we gotta take that attitude with everything that we do, with our music, with our art, with our creations, with our carpentry, with our fucking construction jobs. Like we have to take care of us first mentality. Like the Asians, the Mexicans, the Irish,
They
the
make sure they
Italian.
straight first before anything.
Man, man, if
They
they
go.
gotta bring them, if they gotta work 15 years to bring 15, 30 motherfuckers across that border, that's what they
They're
gonna
gonna
do.
do it.
No fail,
It's
no.
gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. We gotta have that same mentality when dealing with our folks, especially now in this climate, because it's getting real separatist right now. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
much.
You think the motherfucking argument between Democrat and Republican is crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's people over here. There's people out here really fighting over their genders. There's people
Bro.
here fighting to feel the way they want to feel, and these is real fights. Like people are dying
Yeah.
over this type of shit, and y'all worried
Yeah.
about them who don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think got to be a lot of mental reassessing with our people in the way we care about us and the way we do us. Also, Fuck all that big box politics shit. We need to focus on local politics. The people who are responsible to getting the money that the government give us to the people, making sure that money gets to where it's supposed to go. It is where we need to be focused. Is what we need to be focusing on. All the way up to mayor, governor, but mayor because he's the top cop. All the way up to mayor, then we got to really focus on that. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And we'll focus on governor. Anything
Yeah,
past that
everybody hooping and
is
hollering
too
about a
far.
fucking president. That's
Yeah,
over everybody.
anything
What
past
about
that is too far away from
who's
us.
over your region and your state and your city? Like, who's over y'all? Not who's over there, nigga. Who's over y'all? Who can actually make something happen for you and your people?
Mm-hmm. And I've been,
Like
I've
I
been
said,
low key.
I'm not very politic. I'm not
No,
politician.
because I have when I first. Okay, so when Obama first got in office, and I think that was the second time I voted, I got interested in the more local side of politics, right? And then being in a situation where I didn't think that I was going to be in the city that I was in, and I was going through a lot of personal shit. I kind of fell off on my research, on my looking into, who locally niggas got to go
Yeah.
to get shit done, who the shot caller for the house. You know what I'm saying? But we really got to get back into that. I know I do, and I urge everybody else to too, because all the rest of that shit is too far removed from us. You know what I'm saying? But our local politicians are the ones that we really need to be worried about. Worried about. Because the feds go keep giving these people money because they gotta pass these bills, and somehow niggas gotta be included in these bills because they supposed to be all inclusive for everybody. But somehow we get missed. It ain't the government, it's your local politicians that make sure we get missed. They make sure we get redlined. They make sure, you know what I'm saying? The local politicians do this, not no president. They ain't worried about you niggas like that. Your aldermen, your mayors, your governors, those are the motherfuckers we really need to be focusing on, because those are motherfuckers that control what directly happens to us in the hood.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? So that's
Didn't
and
know that.
again I'm preaching it, so I got to get back on it because I was on it for a minute. I got to get back on that shit because that's what's really important, especially for our people, because that's how we missing what we supposed to be getting from the government. You know what I'm saying? I.e., your boy Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying? Google that shit. But yeah, nigga, we need to worry about them people, not the fucking president. None of that shit matters to us, really, when you break it down to brass tacks. So get into your local politics, people. Fuck all that big box of shit. That shit's nothing. That shit don't mean shit. At the end of the day, we need to focus on the ones that are directly tied to us, directly in our hoods, in our cities, in our states. Those are the ones we need to be worried about. You know what I'm
You
saying?
heard it here first. Now it's like here.
Also, with the moving on from circus, uh, rest in peace, man, to Sonya Massey, man. That this story is getting crazy. Our producer got the day off, so we don't have our many pictures and shit that we used to, but this story is crazy. Um, don't like it at all. Anytime a motherfucking police officer come in your house and kill you for nothing is crazy.
It's always a sad day when that
I
happens. I
understand
just
due
think,
process and all that shit, but
there just has to be more protection behind police and the people, because I feel like, this is my personal opinion. I feel like police now don't have a sense of like compassion for the people. They really see their job as just like, oh, if there's anything that I feel like I need to regulate in any sense, like I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna do that, whatever that looks like, and then they use that badge to justify extra emotions coming up out of nowhere out of them, or being upset, flustered, pissed off, a person's being rude, or just like doing things that a normal person would do in a reaction to the situation. But because you're a cop, I can't have these reactions, so now I'm either shot or put in jail because I'm disrespecting you, or I'm not complying, or whatever that looks like for the person in the situation. Like, I recently went to a precinct and did, like, the drink testing thing, and I just don't appreciate how uncomfortable I naturally just felt being in that atmosphere. When it's like, this is supposed to be the people that are serving and protecting me, I should feel most safe here consuming alcohol, knowing I'm going to be safe. Whether I felt like I have to be on my Q's and P's to 100% standard because I don't want to step on no toes or say anything wrong that could leave me in a different position than what I'm in right now because I'm black.
Especially with dealing with cops, man. They have a not all cops, so I'm not gonna say that because people are human, and there's some great ones out there, and there's some horrible ones out there. So take
Yeah,
that for what it is,
it's definitely both ends of the spectrum when it comes to cops for sure.
right? But at the end of the day, the ones that we see, all the news go to the horrible ones, right? And for those people who are in those positions, like this man, the cop that shot that lady, was suspended from like 6 different jobs before ended up in the precinct he was in, like literally over some
Like, why is a person like that
people
still
shit.
get to be out here patrolling and doing things and getting put in positions? Like, okay, you don't take his job, but shit, he get a strictly office position. Like he's in the precinct doing something. He's not out here on the road.
He shouldn't have that job 6 different times. No, baby. 3 strikes rule. You get three, then you got double that, and you still out here shooting people and fucking with the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it ain't no like that precinct should have a hellified wrong for death suit falling on their ass. I haven't heard anything about it, but I hope they do. And if they don't, then y'all got some piss poor lawyers in y'all state because
Not
it,
only that, or the people just ignorant and don't know that
oh,
they
that
have the ability to do some shit like that.
no, yeah, y'all can. Y'all definitely can. She was shot on some
Because
horrible.
like that's another thing too, and it's so crazy because a lot of people don't know stuff like that, and like when things are wrongfully done to somebody, you can go against that, but they don't have that understanding because it's a police officer.
No one's above the law. It's the point of the law, and all they want to act like they are at the end of the day. Well, I mean, if
But
y'all let
aren't they?
Trump become
Because when it
president, they
comes
will
down to
be.
shit like that,
If
you
they
know,
vote Trump into office, the motherfuckers will be above the law because they're gonna be running right here killing people with no fail because he's trying to pass a law to where they get immunity for killing niggas. So take that, people,
that's
all you
because
Trump
he's
supporters,
one of those
all you
kind of
black Trump supporters out
people.
there. Because
He's one
believe
of
you
those
me, they
kind
gonna stop your kid one day. They gonna stop your grandson one day, and you gonna end up getting murdered by the people, and then you go feel stupid, real stupid, putting yourself and your family in that position, fucking with that dude.
I would never even
Leave
do
that
that.
man alone. Better let that man go to Russia and do what the fuck he go do with them Russians. Don't vote that man president of the United States again, and it will not end well for us. I promise you that. I can almost feel it in my bones. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I already knew that even when he was the president the first time. Like I said, I'm not politics, so I'm even considering like, nigga, I'm ready to get up out of the USA. Like this shit is just becoming to not be the place to be at all, nigga. It's not the dream. It's not none of that shit that they broadcast to all the people on the outskirts, nigga. It's not that.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day. Like, I'm pretty sure it's motherfuckers like live in Spain or like like even in Greece, even though they would break world. I bet you they out there living fancy free, laughing at us because we got a retarded ass dude running for president and a woman that don't want to be who she is.
Bro, healthcare, social security cards, this
Yeah, the
whole
whole clown shit.
credit system, the fucking system where it's like, they're paying you as less as they possibly can to where you have to fucking scrape to get to a certain point and let you have a certain job or a certain type of certification in which you have to fucking get in debt in order to get, and then when it comes down to getting that money, I gotta pay all this shit back, and all that shit end up being returned to you, air quotes, through taxes. It's like the whole system el bullshito. And I've been doing like a lot of research on different things in different places, and it's like, bro, people are moving different places outside of different countries, and like not having an issue getting housing, not having an issue working and having a work life balance because they don't work, you get 4 days on, 3 days off, or you know what I'm saying, like just naturally in the work system, like they have everything set up for the betterment of the people. Niggas got free health care, niggas got the food, nigga, you can eat more food and actually way less or end up healthier because there's no artificial color, no artificial this, no bullshit that, no other fucking engine oil inside of our cooking oil. It's like it's so many different things that they do that I don't know. Like I really just this is how I feel. I feel like the United States is like one big ass experiment. It's just one fat ass experiment, and they just do crazy ass shit and drop crazy ass bombs and stuff, crazy ass fake food and do things just to see how it'll affect humankind. And the more people just think that this is like so fucking cool because it's broadcasted to the world as like this awesome place when in reality it's not.
Right.
We're all
Right.
just pawns in a little scheme unless you're rich, and even when you're rich you're still a pawn in the scheme because they end up taking your booty hole or something.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
depend. I think that depends on the kind of rich you're
you're
trying to be.
still a pawn in the scheme, like.
You know what I'm saying? I actually,
But I feel
honestly,
like no matter what you're doing, like even higher, like even in the limits, like crazy shit be happening within that field of life as well. Like it's so many different things that people don't know that happens on the underbelly of things in order for people to maintain or keep the stature that they have, or like I know it is because everything comes with a price, and unfortunately, these days it be like yourself.
yeah, pretty much. I think that's always been the price though for that high power shit. Again, I don't think it's what you do, it's how you do it. Even
Yeah.
in having money or creating businesses or whatever, however that goes. Because there's a lot of rich people out there that we don't even know about that just run their business.
But
Uh,
those be the sickest
Great
ones.
philanthropy. Yeah, it's a very few, definitely very few. Like, I think it depends on the kind of richness you want to be. Once you're trying to be in the limelight or create some shit for the people that you're trying to give to people to love like that, or anytime you build and create for admiration, it's always going to be that. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to come back to you, and everybody's dig into the bullshit you have to do to become you, right? Like when I blow up and I become a billionaire, niggas is gonna be like, this nigga was robbing people and robbing jewelry stores and shit. But like I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? But they gonna look at that like I'm a bad dude, and that's just not how that is,
No,
right?
you just were a young kid that wanted some good money and some good stuff, and hey, they got good money and good stuff, so
Right. But you have these cats that got way worse horrible past, man, and they really act like niggas can't find that out.
like the president
Like
Trump.
niggas can't dig into your crates, you know what I'm saying? And when they get to digging in the crates and all your secrets come out, then it becomes a situation. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And they only get that bad when they become rich and become assholes. When you get so rich to where you can't help but be an asshole, you don't want that.
But I don't even get that, like you're so
Because
rich you can't be an asshole. Why you can't be so rich where you can't help but literally save a whole colony of people? Like
that's
why?
not the type of people they are.
What? Why
That's
can't
not
you
the type
get
of
rich
people
and
they are.
get
All
happy? Why can't you get rich and get happy and full of life and full of love and full of understanding and full of like, okay, let me help and better some people, if not all people. Maybe this large amount of people might be good enough.
so they say you can't become a billionaire without stabbing somebody in the back. So those are the type of people you're working with if that's true.
I just really hope
But
that
my
that's
thing is,
true
why
because I
the
don't know how to
fuck
stab anybody.
strive for billionaire status when you don't even need all that? You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary.
True.
Um,
I
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Meager
don't
man
know.
dealing
So
with
here
big
to have.
and doing extraordinary things just at a meager time. So it'll all line up. So I really can't say nothing about it. But when it do line up, y'all niggas will see though. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna
Um,
be amazing. Like when niggas really get in a position that we're destined for, I think that they're gonna be like, we used to watch these niggas sit back on Saturdays and just chat about what's going on in the world. Now these niggas is what's going on in the world. Like,
hmm or, or
ah,
or moving what's going on in the world a little bit. You know what I'm
changing, making it
saying?
better. That's what
Really
I'm saying. We are
good.
what's going on. Like making a big impact and a change in what should be
Always better.
recognized.
Never the worst. You know what I'm saying? Which is also a good segue to this young Axel preview that we've been trying to do for the past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? We watched it. We
Yes.
missed it. It's kind of cooled off now. I can tell you this. I appreciate it for entertainment. I um I think it's dope that you watched it and you haven't seen the first iterations of Beverly Hills Cop,
So like
although
I
they
didn't even I've heard of it before, and then my boyfriend's like, "We want to watch this," and I'm like, "Sounds familiar, but cool." I'm thinking to myself like, "Why are you watching this old ass movie?" You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was
Mhm.
thinking of it. And then when I seen him, I'm like, "Oh wait, this is new. He wasn't this old in the first one." So like it was cool, and then it was being his daughter and all this. It was so like okay, full circle moment. I love that about it.
So that's what I that now that okay, I got my notes because I had made notes for this. I took notes. I think think they somewhere around here. But that's one of the things I did dig about the movie was the relationship between him and his daughter, right? Okay, first of all, I think his position should have been way better. This nigga should have been the captain or the admiral or whatever the fuck, because this nigga been doing this shit for the past billion years, right? So scratch that. I mean, that's one thing. The second thing was the dynamic between him and his daughter. Why it can't be, oh, my daughter found this case. I'm high up. She in a different division. Now I'm finna go help her out. Or she a lawyer and this my daughter, so she come to me for help and we finna make this happen. Why I gotta be some, oh, I hate him, I hate her. Now we gotta get back together type shit. You see what I'm saying? Like
Because
you can
that's
create,
yeah,
you
but
can
that's the
create.
stigma that they put on black folks. Like
My point exactly. You can create drama without using the drama or without exploiting the typical black fathers ain't never there shit. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? When that's just not true. It's a lot of niggas out here black fathering all day, every day.
No, and it is, and it sucks because it's like situations like that specifically. It's not that he's not there, nigga. He was there. Nigga, shit just happened. You know what
You
I'm
see what
saying?
I'm saying?
That didn't put him in a position to be physically there, but he still is there. So why does it have to be like oh, he deserted us or he did da or did da like yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't like that about the movie. Overall entertainment, it was cool.
I enjoyed it. It was
But
great.
a lot of the point, it was like way too cliche-ish in terms of the actual plot points. Like you could have created that drama a whole nother way than playing on the trope that black fathers don't look out for their families, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Kept hitting the corner like, well, this is the least you could do, and da da da. It's just like, bruh, it's not that kind of party. Like, I don't
you see
know.
what I'm saying? And um, yeah. Other than that, it was cool for entertainment. I just didn't like that dynamic. I don't like when it happens in any way that is lazy to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of situations in the world that you could pull from. It's a whole lot of experience, a whole lot of examples you could pull from other than just that whole, I was there, but I wasn't there as a black dad. It was about my job. I couldn't be there. Nah, fuck all that. And now it creates some type of rift between me and my daughter. Is just I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I think they could have been better with that in terms of story writing. I just think that was lazy. I think it was lazy and fucking whack as fuck. Also, him being in the same bullshit ass semi-retired detective shit is also bogus as fuck. That nigga should have been the captain of some shit. Like that whole story could have been totally different and been great.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just think the writing was kind of lazy for me. But overall, it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I dug it. It was definitely an Axel Foley show. Got a chance to see Surge again. That was dope. Uh, fucking um, Rosewood and Taggart, cool, old as fuck. They was
Yeah.
still cool.
Oh
Like
shit, boy.
the
But they was
movie was
still doing
cool.
that shit
It
though.
was it was a
Sure.
cool movie.
It was good.
Like
I mean,
production was cool. Camera shots was dope as fuck. Just like in Bad Boys,
they did really good with the angles and how they did everything. They did really, really good.
like I'm one of the motherfuckers that thought that first person shooter shit in Bad Boys was dope. I like that camera angle. Like I think it brings the I mean, even though we're talking about Bad Boys and not Axel Foley, Axel Foley, but I think that those camera shots bring the audience into
The movie, it does
the
because
movie.
it makes
Right,
us feel like nigga, we shooting like we taking the shot with you.
right. So I think that was dope in terms of camera shots. But I thought that Axel Foley had some cool shots, man. I just didn't like the overall arc of the story, and the fact that that nigga was still a detective after 163 years. Other than that, it was a pretty fair movie.
I
Pretty fair movie.
agree. Definitely good.
Have you seen the older ones yet?
No.
You should. You
Like
should
that's
at
what
least see two. Because it's three before. The third one sucks.
so like
At
I
least see one and two.
personally,
1 and 2 are awesome.
you
Hella
know,
funny, hella good action. It's the front 1 and 2 are dope. 1 and 2 are dope. But then you get to see the origin of Axel Foley, and then you'll see why I'm pissed at the way they did it
ooh,
in this movie. I wonder who wrote the movie, especially if he wrote the movie, because that's stupid. Like, why would you downplay yourself like that?
sometimes they do that.
That's dumb. I wouldn't. Fuck that. I'd be the man in every movie. Y'all right. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Oh, man. But yeah, overall, good movie. Y'all go ahead and check it out. It was cool. Netflix.
You know, like Netflix, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix all day. Good shit. If we did this 2 weeks ago, our review would have been way hotter. Just know
Oh, for sure. Because like this is like weeks off. Like we've been telling this
right
shit.
now we should be reviewing Deadpool and Wolverine, but I ain't
And
seen it.
that's coming, you know, right now for like this next 5 minutes. Let's literally talk about that. Did you see it?
No.
Oh,
Have
fuck.
you?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, yeah, I gotta see it. I'm
Let me tell
probably
you something.
bro.
I love Deadpool
Deadpool's
and
the
I
shit.
love Wolverine.
Deadpool's the shit for sure.
He's the best. Like, oh my God. Like, whoever.
So you liked it though? Was it cool? Was it everything you thought it was gonna be as opposed to
My
1 and 2?
boyfriend said it was all right. I think that was the best movie, like best movie of the year. Like they ate the fuck out of that. And then they have like baby pool. Oh my God, you just have to see it. You have to be
Yeah, that's what I want to see. All the different
like,
Deadpool. Like I see a
oh
lot of
my
YouTube
God,
shit,
them
and
niggas
all I
are
really get to see is Dog
they're
Pool and Lady
ruthless,
Deadpool. I want to see all of them.
ruthless. Okay, like the whole multiverse thing, like how they like.
Yeah, I want to see it. I'm kind of ashamed I ain't
Like
seen it yet.
they brought back some legendary motherfuckers that you wouldn't even think. Like your mind wouldn't even fathom the thought of them putting these people in this movie. And when you see it, you're gonna be like, these motherfuckers.
Well, I can tell you this: YouTube done already spoiled the Blade thing for me. That was crazy. I was like, Wesley Snipes is in this bitch too. So
Like
yeah,
I actually hate YouTube.
yeah, they roiled that. They ruined that for me. I mean, so I know Blade is in it for
But I'm
sure.
like,
So yeah, I'm gonna see it probably tomorrow, and then we'll probably talk about it next
that'll be
Saturday.
great. Yes.
Whenever you get to it, I'll let you know if I see it or not. But yeah, I gotta see it.
And I think
Kind
it's
of
on Disney Plus, so I think I might just watch it again just to refresh my brain.
yeah, I'm kind of I ain't seen it yet. I gotta go get something. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah.
if you can get it in 3D, please, because I need to understand the point of view from that. Because the graphics in this motherfucker is so crazy. How he does what he does, like when he does what he does, like it's crazy. So I know in 3D, it's breathtaking. I just know it is. I just know it is. I just
Yeah, I'm
know.
so excited to see it. That's crazy
If you
that I
can
have.
get 3D, please get 3D if you can. But if not, it's still fire as fuck. But I
Right.
just
Oh, I'm sure.
take it there
Oh, I'm sure.
every time. Like
Number one movie in the country. I'm sure it's fire. Everybody done watched
so
it.
hard. Like, oh,
Everybody reviewing it and breaking it down and shit. I'm trying to stay away from it.
the two biggest assholes. They literally put the two biggest assholes in one movie, and it is
Hey,
gold.
made the dopest movie. You
It's
gotta have it.
gold. It is gold. It's gold. Now, if you take kids a little bit vulgar for the little kids, I don't know about that, but you know, some people say they kids. That's cool, you know, but it's a little vulgar. I ain't gonna lie. They talk their shit for the.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Little
Oh, I'm
vulgar.
sure. Definitely on it. All right. So yeah, man, that's us. That's been an episode. Look at us. And we ran it. Shout out to our producer, man. He'll be back on soon enough.
Yes.
Well, we rocked this joint without him. No, I feel pretty proud of what I did so far.
You did amazing. You ran the intro and everything. You did your thing.
Now I'm finna try to do this outro. Hey, do all the like, sharing, and subscribing and all that good shit, man, that y'all do for these type of things. We love y'all. See y'all next Saturday. Peace. Oh, wait. See, I'm not even ready. I'm not even ready. All right, hold on. Watch this, y'all. All right, let's do this again. Peace.
That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tucked into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you can't go get it.
Bitch, you want to take it this time, right?
You got to